All right, everyone. Welcome back to our stream. We're just starting to get underway here. We've got about 25 players in the match, which is close to what we were expecting. For this round, we're having some technical difficulties here locally, and I think across the whole match. So we currently only have one player streaming. Hopefully, we'll get this fixed for the before the second match starts. So we'll be focusing on Fancier Bread 7. So hopefully we get a good view of uh, of what the whole team is up to for the match, just from his isolated point of view. So we have this is the last week of the season, and it is triple points week. So we are currently sitting in fourth place with 66 points. Oh, sorry, wrong week. We're sitting in fourth place with 114 points. We're 20 points back from third place North Lake Norman Grizzlies, and we are 35 points back from first place Newport Beach Tsunami. So, with triple points, anything is possible. First place finish is normally worth 10 points. This week it's going to be worth 30. Eliminations are normally worth 1 point. This week they'll be worth 3. So a really strong push. I mean, anything is possible. Anybody here can move up and down. Any of these top five teams really can move up and down the ranks based on their performance for these two matches. So, best of luck to everybody. It's going to be it'll be interesting to see if some teams change their approach, if they've got ground to make up. Might be a little bit more aggressive, knowing that it's not just where they place, but they also need to get some eliminations here to try to close some ground on first place Newport Beach Tsunami and second place Columbia Kraken, both sitting at 149 and 144 respectively. So for Brookfield, we're looking at a 35 and a 30-point gap between first and second place for us. So everything's within reach, and it should be pretty exciting. We should be getting underway here shortly. Um, we're still communicating back and forth with home office to make sure everybody's in. We do have three of our players here on site, and one, Ari Safari, joining us remotely. Um, and so we do have our full squad. The last 2 weeks, we've had some unfortunate issues pop up where we had players get kicked from the lobby just as the match is launched. And unfortunately, when that happens, because these matches are launched across the country, that there's nothing we can do about it. So we had to play both matches last week shorthanded, and I think we handled it pretty well. With still a decent finish. You always wonder what could have happened differently if we were able to get our full team in both cases. But that's behind us. The team's looking forward, and we're just going to see if we can finish this season strong. So just heard from home office that we are kicking things off. You can see on the screen here now we are moving in. We should be heading to Spawner Island here momentarily. I'm just going to take a peek just to see if any of the other streams have resolved themselves. They have not. Okay, so we do have our full squad has made it into the match, all four players. We will be limited though to just Fancier Bread 7's view, and we will just focus on that. So they have been landing always near the center of the map. That's been their strategy. They like going to that radar station and near that bridge. They've done a good job. They've been able to avoid early contact and land a little without a whole lot of attention. They still, even if I think that we've had 2 weeks where somebody else has, another team has dropped a player or two in that area. We've been able to beat them to the ground, get some equipment to be able to take them out quick and get a couple of quick early knocks. So and we're sticking to it. So we're heading back to the same location. It's worked well for us, and so why not, right? The question will be how long they'll stay in this area, and if they'll push maybe a little bit earlier in the match. The MO has been to come here. They've basically cleaned this place out with as much as they can find. Then usually, sometimes one of them will land over at the bridge and clean that place out as well. And then they'll go try to find a cosmic chest down by the river, and and see if they can get lucky with some upgrades. Get some snipers. This team is pretty good at engaging at long range, and oftentimes it's the way these matches have gone with roughly anywhere between 20 and 35, 37 players per round this season. Everybody's had time to hit the ground, um, and have a little time to get well equipped, and then it's just a matter of who sees who first and who can get the jump on somebody else. Um, and Fortnite being Fortnite, especially early on in the season with the alien ships and some of the other things on the map, can be a little bit of a lucky draw on who sees who first, or you might be engaged with a squad and then you get engaged from behind with an alien ship, and then that's the end. You're in the lobby wondering what happened. So now that the alien ships are gone, we've got the Carnage symbiote. We were able to get it twice last match. We were able to use it to some effect, but being shorthanded with our squad, with the issues getting into the lobby or getting kicked from the lobby right before the match started, to say it more accurately, put us at a little bit of a disadvantage. So I'm interested to see if we can get that unique item again, mythic, I think it is, and the key advantage there is when you're getting towards the end game and you're up close and you're building and trying to pop out, that thing is able to cause 60 points of damage through walls. So that can be a huge difference maker, not having to try to find a crack or bust and try to pop a shot off before the other person. You can actually just engage them through the wall and see what you can get. So it's not a little bad piece of kit to have. So, all right, so far it's been kind of the same MO here for these guys. They've cleaned that station out, starting to move their way down the hill, pick up other pieces. This group has been really good at sharing gear and making sure everybody's properly shielded. If one player on the squad has a preference for a sniper, etc., they do a really good job of trying to get the best equipment into the hands of the player that can make best use of it. So I really like how this group has played as a team throughout the entire season. No matter how anything finishes, these guys were a strong group. I don't think any of them knew each other before this started, and they've come together really well as a good team. Um, so we'll just have to see how this all finishes out. This is our first season of Fortnite here at XPL Brookfield, and it's been a fun run. Um, there's been some ups and downs with some of the technology, and we'll continue to learn from that, particularly on the streaming side. And there are some changes to format coming. If you try, like Ari Safari snuck up on Fancier Bread 7 there and startled them. So these guys are having a little bit of fun here early on, which is good. These guys, hopefully that means they're going to be loose and focused here as they start to work their way across the map. They are outside of the circle, so they are going to have to cover some ground here. Plenty of time, still a couple of minutes before before they need to worry about that. Looks like just under 3 minutes before they have to worry about that. So trying to see if I can get a slightly larger screen here to get a better view of how many players are left in this match. Looks like it's still roughly the same amount as we started. So yeah, these guys have been really good. They've done a really good job of, like I said, playing together as a team, and you know they've they've really grown together. It's been like I said, it's been a fun season. Apologies here, just trying to get back to my scene. There we go. Okay, yep, still outside the circle. I had a settings menu up here on Streamlabs, and I was concerned we were going to miss some action. Um, So yeah, these guys have done, they've done a really good job here throughout the course of the season. So looks like they are going to stick to a little bit of a conservative approach, try to preserve a little bit of a higher placement score in exchange of maybe going aggressively for some more eliminations. We'll have to see how this all plays out. They are, unfortunately, none of them are fully shielded. So looks like they're having a little bit of a discussion on where they're going to head next on the map. So we've got a marker down. They're going to head downhill um, across that gorge in the center of the map here. And so they're moving. They're moving down the hill. Let's see if they're making a good use of cover here. So I think the strategy is going to be trying to stay alive for as long as they possibly can. Um, See if they can't get the higher placement. And honestly, that's probably not a bad strategy given we're talking about 30 points for a first place finish. Second place would be 24 points. Third place would be 21 points this week. Fifth place drops you all the way down to 15 points. So it's a pretty big drop off between first and fifth place. So points are going to be precious here. So this we'll see how the strategy works out for them. Sticking to cover. They're not. They don't. Of course, I can only see Fancier Bread Seven's loadout here for this match, but it does look like they may not be as well equipped as they typically might be for some of the previous matches. They did get caught outside the storm, so now they've had to hustle a little bit. Took a little bit of damage. It's an early storm, so it's not the end of the world. They've got plenty of equipment to be able to recover from that. Um, I'm not sure if they just got caught off guard a little bit in the planning phase, but they are back out of the storm, which is good. Get across the river. And I don't know if they're just staking this location out or what their strategy is here. Um, Looks like we do have a launcher now, so that's good. Looks like we got a little bit of a weapons upgrade now. A lot of ground to cover to get to that next circle. So these guys are going to have to move a little bit. No more alien spaceships or anything like that to be able to cover ground a little bit more quickly. I don't know if this group typically stays away from vehicles, but um, looks like they've marked a build there, just being cautious to see if they've come up on anybody that might be old. Um, it looks like we are down to it looks like 15 players left in the match. There we go. So we've got contact. Looks like we got the jump on them. I don't see anybody on our team taking much damage. A little bit of damage to shield. Looks like they're running. They hopped in a pickup truck and took off. I don't know if we've got another squad on that bridge. Looks like we're being pretty cautious here. Trying to figure out, yep, okay, yep. So we got a ping on somebody. There's somebody over there. All right, they're going to work their way up the hill here, back the other way in the direction where that truck took off. Still no eliminations for the squad. Looks like there's 15 players left in the match. These guys are still moving up the map here. They still have a ways to go for this circle. They've got a little over a minute to be able to get into the next circle, so they can't be too cautious. Unfortunately, that squad that hopped in the truck is going to be between them and the edge of the next storm. So they got to kind of find a way to split the difference here, not move up too recklessly, but also move with a little bit of purpose so they don't get caught in the next one, because it looks like it is already coming up right behind them. There it is. Yep, so they're going to have to move. And this one's going to hurt a little bit more. All right, there we go. All right, so this is going to help them. All right, there we go. That's good use of some of the new mechanics on the from the last update to be able to get them back closer to the edge of the storm here, and hopefully we can get back into the circle here before we take too much damage. And it's not too bad. Okay, so these guys are going to make it through that. Okay, so not too bad. Been kind of the same story here so far this match, and unfortunately we just have Fancier Bread 7's view, so he's flying around picking up everything that Llama's dropping. And looks like the squad is up, so that's good. We've got everybody, everybody's made it. And they can check this place out. I imagine they're not alone here, or there's got to be somebody nearby here. They're right on the edge. We are still looking for our first elimination. The match, there's still over 10 players left in this match. It'd be nice if they could find some more shields and get themselves fully shielded. We only have one player with full shields, one with about, it looks like Emperor's got about half. Oh, they're in a little bit of a different order. Arif Safari is about 3/4, and Emperor and Fancier Bread 7 are both at about half. But better than nothing at this stage of the game. All right, so the circle has not been kind. We've got another haul to make here to cover some ground. I don't know. Looks like we may have gotten contact. I don't know if we're pinned here. We're trying to see if we can get an angle on another team. But we're going to again have another bit of ground to cover before we're going to be able to get to the next circle. These guys are. I did not see anybody outside, but these guys have been pretty hesitant to go outside. And there's the circle again coming in on us. So now we got to move. All right, so we got a launch pad. Okay, good. Got us back inside. I know they're marking that building. I don't know if there's somebody in there, or if that's just where they want to regroup. But the storm's still coming in. Okay, there we go. So now we got contact with an enemy in the water, fighting him in the water. Let's see how that goes. There you go, building up, but still back in the storm. This is getting crazy. It's hard to keep track of everything that's going on. Got in the reheal. There we go. We got behind him. See if we can flank him. Oh, and we got knocked. All right, 4th place finish for the first round. That gives us that'll give us 18 points for the match. And I did not catch. We'll have to check after the fact if we got any elims on that one. So. All right, well, depending on who finished, we might have a lot of ground to make up here in the second match. Hopefully we can improve, get some more of the streams in here and get this thing rolling. So we will check back with you guys shortly. They'll still have to finish up the remainder of the first match, and then they'll be kicking off the second one shortly. So sit tight. We'll be right back.